Like, go back to 2019.
Yeah.
He's fired from SNL.
Yeah.
Before I was at the New York Times, then I remember it because I wanted to like get the first interview with him.
Yeah, of course.
He's fired before he even gets on the show.
Yeah, this girl, she's a little boring. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. Okay. Sorry, just being me, being real. Okay. That's Barry Weiss. Hold on. No, we're going to actually take the glasses off for today. We are going to do it glasses free. That's Barry Weiss, okay? Barry Weiss is somebody that I'm like Tucker with it. I despise her. I do. I do, like, full stop. Not even going to sit here and pretend like I have any kind of diplomatic feelings. But I mean, obviously I don't want, any type of harm to happen to this woman. But this woman is such a shyster. It is beyond belief. Okay, that said, she sat down with Andrew Wilson. And we're going to just go ahead and take a look at what they had to say. Because Andrew Wilson's been going everywhere. He's been everywhere. And I think it's because he's promoting his special and... and I personally think that somewhere behind the scenes he's gonna go into politics somehow, because he would get the votes. He would, and that's not even like a nepotism kind of thing where I'm like, oh, they would do what they had to do for him. Like, no, like he can sway an audience. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'll tell you a little later why I don't like Barry Weiss, but let's just go ahead and watch this clip.
Shifting it in a certain sense, maybe unintentional, like maybe that's not strategic, but you have. Talk to us about like how did that change happen? Like what were the like was Shane Gillis getting fired from SNL kind of like a high water mark of the censorious age?
I'm trying to think. I think it I don't know about like high water mark. I'm not exactly sure, just because Shane I don't think was known prior to getting SNL.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a cancellation of a very famous person. It was a cancellation of a person that didn't even have a base. It's kind of more impressive that he was able to build his career after that. It's one thing when you're like famous, you get canceled.
Right.
And then all these people who loved you are like, that's fucked up, they can ride for you. Here's this guy that nobody really... And now he has to now he's got the scarlet letter. Like I think it's a really impressive case study. Like, I don't know if, obviously he's fucking murdering. He's doing great right now. But I don't know if people realize the mountain there was to climb.
Right. It wasn't.
Yeah. So, there's one that they'll never give acclimates to. I'm sorry. I do give those acclimates to Nick Fuentes. I do. Yeah. And I'm not going to take too much time to divert too far, but the fact is this person was blackballed at the age of like 18 or something. Like building an audience and you're like not on major platforms is really not that easy to do. So I think that he should get those acclimates as well, but we already know these two are not going to do that, so let's just get back to the interview.
Like Louis C.K., who then had the email list and could distribute on his own.
Yeah, like it's, how you're not even canceled. Like, yeah, you can't like make like indie movies, and get like patted on the back in LA. Like, woo, you still got tens of millions of dollars and you could do whatever the fuck you want. You could tour and do arenas whenever you want. It's like, are you canceled? Like you're canceled from like Hollywood elitist approval.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right.
Error to culture. But like, I think that if you're successful and the people fuck with you, people don't have a chance. I mean, the networks don't really have a choice. They have to do it, like, so Shane, the people really fuck with, and this show SNL wants to put people on who the people really fuck with. So if you have the people, you win.
Okay. Let's kind of move from Shane, because the discussion was a little bit more in depth. Besides the Shane situation,
creating in this decentralized space is you get to have your own fucking voice.
But doesn't it shock you how many people choose the box?
No, not at all.
Really?
No, they just, you want money. You don't want to create. You're not like, if you're like a reaction channel, you just do whatever the fuck, gets the views. Like, you're not like an artist. You're not like creating something. Like, if you want to create art, and as like pretentious as that sounds, but if that's something you care about and you truly want to create it, then you will do whatever allows you to create that in the most authentic way. And
this is why Andrew Schulz, he gets on my nerves, because it's like a push and pull with him for me, because sometimes he says stuff and I'm like, really? Like, you had to go there with it. Like, you don't know what you're talking. But I really would love to sit down and talk to Andrew Schulz. I'm not even gonna front. I mean, it's true, because I was literally just having this conversation with somebody yesterday, with a good friend of mine yesterday, about creating. Right? Look, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know what? If I don't have confidence in myself, nobody else is. Okay? Let's just make it clear. Now, I don't know how to draw or, anything like that, make some sculpture. But what I do know how to do is create a content, of course, that is engaging and inviting. But I care about what I do. Like, I feel like I'm so misunderstood sometimes, because I only get a little bit of time to get all of this stuff in. But at the same time, like, I love it, man. Like, I love creating dialogue, creating content. I just love it. So it is creation. It is my art, but it's to serve a purpose. It's inconvenient. It's sometimes, if I can't say everything on YouTube, but sometimes I'm in your face, but I'm matter of fact, but also compassionate. So there's something to it. I could come on here and look at the audience and say, especially with my other channel right now, because I think that I've tapped into like this left-wing kind of audience base, which is fine, because I'll talk to anybody. But I could just come on here and say woke things, or racist, this, that, and the third, or whatever. I could do that, but I don't feel right doing it. And I love what I do. Like, I love this. Like, I love this ish, right? So I like that he said that. And so this is when I'm just like, oh, man, like, he hit it on the nail with that one.
Yeah, like, I grew up in, like, a fucking dance family. Like, my parents had a dance studio. My dad was, like, a journalist. Like, he cared about interesting stories. And, like, he was a truly, like, authentic person. My mom was as well. And, like, I don't know, maybe I'm lucky in that regard, but at no point was I like, oh, I got to do this to get that. Does that make sense? And I get shit on by both sides because of it. And I get called a grifter by both sides because of it. And that is the cost of doing something truly unique. And also just getting criticism is just the cost of success. We can't complain about that.
But I think it's possible to grow up in that way and to set off wanting to, I don't think it sounds pretentious, wanting to do something original, let's say.
Yeah, but she's not original. This is why I don't like Barry Weiss. Barry Weiss, I can't make any accusations that I don't have my hand on, the paperwork or whatever, to show you, say, here, this is what's going on. Barry Weiss but what I will call her is a neocon. I'll do the Tucker Carlson. She's a neocon. She loves war. She does. There's not a single word. Like right now what's going on in Gaza, like she just sees it as do what you need to do to get those people out of there. And if we need to bring in Americans to do it, we're going to do it. And I'm over here like I'm not with that at all. She actually did call out Tucker Carlson. She's one of those, the crisis king is, crisis king is anti-Semitic. Like, bro, you are in complete opposition to me, bro. Like, once you start talking like that, because the thing is, like, I don't do that with people. Like, I don't do that with phrases with people. Like, you have a right to your religion, to practice your religion however you want, as long as you don't become a danger to yourself and others. That said, in Christianity, I can promise you that practice 100%, which none of us can do because Christ is the only one who is perfect and beautiful and all powerful, could never be a danger to yourself and others, because you understand free will is very, very much something that the Lord gave us, and we can't force people to do things. But that said, I could say that, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of infiltration that comes from, especially like the Kabbalistic, Lurianic, Kabbalah type Judaism, when it comes to the trans stuff or whatever, or mass migration. So it's just something to just talk about, right? That's not being done in your living room. Okay. So anyway, getting involved in wars for Israel, like, no, not all here. because the chill ran. Not all Jews. I hate that I have to do that. I do, because I shouldn't have to do that. But am I saying this so wrong? Anywho, so that's why I don't like Barry Weiss.
No. And then getting a taste of the applause or getting a taste of the money, and it transforms you, or at least it seems to transform a lot of people.
But the question
I think this question of audience capture, this is what all of us are facing. It doesn't matter if you're an individual Substacker or a podcaster or the New York Times, or Netflix, who wants to make documentaries on celebrities in sports because that's what people want. There's an inherent contradiction often between what the market rewards or what your audience applauds and rewards.
You're right.
And what your values are.
You're right. So what do you do in that regard?
I mean, I have a lot of guardrails for myself and for the free press.
How do you fight? Okay, how do you
We actively publish things that we know will cause audience churn. If you're looking for rage bait, there are many other outlets for you. That is not what we're doing here.
I'm not going to promote her free press that calls people like Tucker Carlson anti-Semitic and things like that. I'm not going to promote it at all. This girl is trying to act like she's, ahead of the game. I'm moving the bar this way or whatever. Bye, girl. No, you're not. Okay, you're still controlling speech. How you want to, and that's fine. That's your business to do that. You own your little media company. Shout out to you. Get your bag. Do whatever you have to do. I'm always here for, I'm not mad at people for them, doing what they need to do, because I need to do what I have to do, right? So there's that, right? So I think we'll end it here. But what Andrew Schulz did there, again, I like, what is he? I'm probably wait a minute. So annoying. He was I covered this guy so much, and I'm like, oh no, I kind of want to talk to him. But he asks questions like, well, what do you do in that situation? This is a interview of him, and that's what he's doing. I know it's so small and elementary, but I notice little things like that. And even if a person's doing that for their own benefit, I still don't care, because it gives me more time to talk, and this is what's called dialogue. I love it. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.